Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden stories behind your favorite companies, and sometimes stories get a serious shake-up. Today, we are diving headfirst into a report from Science Applications International Corporation, or SAIC as they are more commonly known. Get ready because this filing is less about steady numbers and more about a dramatic shift at the very top. We are talking about a CEO change, and not just any change, but an interim one, which always signals interesting times ahead. So, what is the big news? On the 23rd of October 2025, SAIC announced a rather significant leadership shuffle. The company's chief executive officer, Tani Townes-Whitley, is stepping down and a new interim CEO is taking the reins. This is a big deal for any company, and for SAIC it marks the beginning of a new chapter. Let us look at who is stepping into the hot seat. The board has appointed James C. Reagan as the interim chief executive officer. Now, Mr. Reagan is not exactly a stranger to the company or the industry. He has been on SAIC's board of directors since January 2023. This means he has a good understanding of the company's operations and its strategic direction. What is really interesting is Mr. Reagan's background. He has nearly 2 decades of experience as a senior finance executive, working with both private and publicly traded companies in the defense and government services sectors. Before this, he was the executive vice president and chief financial officer at Leidos Holdings, Inc. from 2015 to 2021. He also served as CFO for other defense contractors like Vencor, Inc. and Pi Inc., so he knows this business inside and out. Now, let us talk about compensation because that is always a hot topic. As the interim CEO, Mr. Reagan will be receiving a base salary of $1,200,000 per year. On top of that, he is targeted for a short-term cash bonus that could be up to 150% of that salary, which is impressive. And to top it off, he will receive $2 million in long-term incentive awards in the form of restricted stock units. This package clearly signals the company's confidence in his ability to lead during this transition. It also suggests they expect him to deliver significant results. With this new role, Mr. Reagan has stepped down from his positions on the board's Audit Committee and the Human Resources and Compensation Committee. This is a standard move when someone takes on such a senior executive role, allowing them to focus full-time on leading the company. Now for the other side of the coin, the departure of Tani Townes-Whitley. She is stepping down from her role as Chief Executive Officer and also leaving the board. This move is directly linked to Mr. Reagan's appointment. The board is now actively searching for a new permanent CEO and has brought in a top executive search firm to help find the right candidate. The report clarifies that Ms. Townes-Whitley's separation is without cause. This is important because it means she is entitled to specific severance benefits. This typically includes a payout based on her tenure and position, in exchange for her signing a release of claims against the company and agreeing to certain non-compete obligations for 2 years after leaving. This suggests a mutually agreed upon departure designed to protect both parties. With Ms. Townes-Whitley's departure from the board, the total number of board members has been reduced from 12 to 11. This often happens during leadership transitions as the company streamlines its governance structure. The company also issued a press release on the same day to announce these leadership changes. This is a standard procedure to ensure that all investors receive the same important information at the same time. This filing simply confirms that the press release, which contains the details of these appointments and departures, is being made public. Attached to this filing is the actual press release. Think of this as the official announcement you would see on newswires. It provides the official statement from the company regarding these significant events. Now, like most SEC filings, this report includes a section called Forward-Looking Statements. This is basically a legal disclaimer. Companies use this to tell investors that while they are sharing their expectations about the future, these are just predictions. Things like future revenues, operating income, and earnings are all estimates. The company is saying, we hope for the best, but things might not turn out exactly as planned. They are warning that actual results could be very different due to various risks and uncertainties. They are essentially covering themselves legally should things go south. So what is my take on all of this for SAIC? This is a clear sign of a company in transition and potentially facing some challenges that led to the CEO's departure. The appointment of an interim CEO with significant financial and industry experience like James Reagan is a move to stabilize operations and provide continuity while a permanent successor is found. His compensation package reflects the importance of this role and the expected performance. The without cause separation from Ms. Townes-Whitley suggests that this was not a performance dismissal, but likely a strategic decision made by the board. The main risk here is the uncertainty around the permanent CEO selection. The success of the company in the near future will heavily depend on who they bring in to lead. Will it be an internal candidate who knows the company well, or an external hire who brings fresh perspectives? The choice will significantly shape SAIC's future direction and strategy. The company is well established in the defense and government services sector, which is generally stable. But competition is fierce and government contracts can be volatile. In conclusion, SAIC is at a critical juncture. The immediate focus will be on smooth leadership transition and finding the right permanent CEO. Investors will be watching closely to see how the company navigates this period and what strategic adjustments are made under new leadership. It is a situation that needs careful monitoring, as leadership changes at this level can have a ripple effect throughout the entire organization and its stock performance. Alright, that is our breakdown of science applications, international corporations, latest filing. What is your take on these executive changes and what they might mean for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this deep dive was valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe for more unfiltered corporate insights. And don't forget to join our growing community over on Discord. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next Decode.